Here we go. Perfect. So we're going to just do 400 inverted rows. We're going to utilize this lat pull down bar on a strap. We got the indicator card. We're going to cut the deck. Let us know when we're about halfway. First card on deck is going to be a queen. Jack, king, queen, ace, and joker all represent 10. And we'll get through this deck pretty quickly. We'll be utilizing the fast energy. Get in that pump. Time our duration, of course. Ready, set, go. What did I say? The first card is going to be a queen. That's going to be 10 on deck. Nice. Next is a king. That will be 10 on deck as well. Let's see. V says put a top on. Thanks, V. I appreciate you guys. And if you'd like to put a top on too, check out my sucker free store. Absolutely. Get yourself a coffee mug while you're there. Next, we have another 10 on deck. You're sore? Well, if you're sore, guys, you got to work out again. The flush, the movements of, working out again while you're sore flushes the soreness out of the body. Yep, that's why we continue. Once you start, you can never stop. It's that lactic acid buildup that creates the soreness. 9 on deck is the next one. Jack, that will be 10 on deck. Hey guys, double tap that screen. Appreciate you. 7 on deck is the next one. Six. Queen, that will be 10. Nine on deck. Hey, Daniel Berry, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. 10 on deck. Jack, that will be 10 as well. Hey, Ton Steel Chomp, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Staying sucker free? Absolutely. It's the only way to be. Jack, 10 on deck. Joker, that will be 10 on deck as well. Yeah, I already got a pretty crazy pump in my lats. It's really noticeable. My arms are popping out because my lats are getting so pumped. 5 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. 10 on deck. Sound of iron may be the melody of rap. Boy, you guys, the sound of a weight room, I love that sound. Just hearing the iron being picked up and put back down over and over again. The clinking of the weights, you know what I mean? Boy, that's music to my ears, man. I get excited when I hear that. 4 on deck. I know these squeaks don't do it for me either. I get it. The sound of iron is different. 8 on deck. You finish your home gym at your house? Well, that's the thing. I don't think home gyms ever are finished. You know what I mean? They just evolve all the time. 2, there's endless things that I would love to do. You know? Endless. I would like to make some plywood. I want to replace this thing with a plywood square. I just want to make my own power rack. You know what I mean? Big back day. That's right. Heck yeah. This is how it's developed. 4 on deck. Yeah, inverted rows are nice because it reduce. I mean, instead of like weighted pull-ups or anything, you're reversing it, right? You're doing less weight and higher reps, so you're really able to take the muscle to like maximum, saturation of the pump. Ace, 10 on deck. Hey guys, thanks for being here. This is how you get a big back. Ace, another 10 on deck. Yeah, I got some blue eyes, right? Like, yeah, I do. I heard that there's a way that people are like changing their eye color, like on purpose. You guys ever see that? Lame-o, right? Absolutely. 3 on deck. Do you train every muscle every day? No, I pretty much focus everything like a 3-day split. I focus on, the pull-ups one day, the push-ups another day, the legs another day. But I do work out a lot. I know it looks like I do everything every day. 9 on deck is the next one. Gladiator. I went to gladiator school. That's what I did. Yeah. We considered Richland Gladiator School. Yep. It's across from the old Mansfield. 9 on deck. That's where I learned this routine. Yep. Those guys know how to work out. They're like the fittest men on the earth. The fittest men on earth are all behind the cells, behind the fence. Working out day in and day out. Right? 100%. Honestly, if we can make organize, I always thought it'd be cool as heck to have prison Olympics, because those dudes are the strongest men I've ever seen. Like if we can make that would be awesome. Wouldn't it? Prison Olympics. I would have took part. I would have joined. Hilarious. Because it's such a weird thing, seeing so many dudes all jacked in one area, right? When I went to that prison, it was crazy. It was like everybody had my size and shape, and I was like, it was a weird situation. 5 on deck. Here we go. Ace. That'll be 10. Yeah. Listen, these guys in prison, they work out because it's the only thing that they have in life. They have nothing else. So it's a different kind of motivation than you're used to. Honestly, it is the craziest thing in the world to see so many jacked up dudes in one area. You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. 10 on deck. When I was locked up, everything I did was to get bigger. I stood next to the garbage can, and if you weren't eating that food, I was going to eat it. Yo, bro, you're going to eat that? Snatch it off your tray real quick before you throw it out. You know what? I did everything I could to get bigger. 2. Yep, I ate as much as I could, and I worked out as much as I could. Because you know what? Doing those push-ups kept me sucker free. It was something to focus on mentally instead of all the craziness around me and the situation I was in. I could focus on my push-ups and I'll be all right. 8 on deck. Sports 2 cents. I want to do a deck of card push-ups. It's a good way to stay focused, right? King, that will be 10 on deck. It gets you through. See, let me show you the tricks and the beauty of this stuff, right? So as this deck's being transferred from this pile over to this pile, I could see, how long what I got left to go and what I've done so far, right? That's motivational to get you through the workout. And then when you put little things like this, like you cut the deck and you know when your halfway point is, that's motivational too, right? These are all like key little motivational tools. And then if you do the deck, right, have a timer with you so you can work on your time, right? Make it more intense by just getting a better time. You know what I mean? 10 on deck is the next one. Three. Let's pick up the pace a little bit, huh? 8 on deck. Another 8. The card we cut the deck with, that will represent 10, and it also means we're halfway through the deck. Five is the next one. Legs, you want to see my legs? Yeah, my legs are jacked too. I'm just jacked all around. Queen, this will be 10. Body squats is enough. It really is. If you do body squats, Because your legs are the biggest muscles in your body, they develop really quickly, especially with a little bit of consistency. You just do body squats, no big deal. That's all I do. 2 on deck. Followed by a 9. Four. 6. 'Say, Jack, that will be 10 on deck. Six. 7. 10. 4. 2. 'We got queen, that will be 10 on deck. See, I should probably drink some water. Be a good example, right? We're getting through this deck pretty quickly. We ain't got too much left to go. We'll have our 400 reps in before you know it. Stay hydrated. Okay, let's continue. 3 on deck is the next one. Five. 7. 7. 10 on deck. Let's see, what's up? So this is a genuine question. Did you go to prison or were you a prior Marine/soldier? Yeah, I don't have any military service. Nope. I just learned this in the prison system. Yep. Six on deck. Welcome to the chat. Joker is the next one that will represent 10. Now we have an ace. That 2 will represent 10. Oh, man. 3 on deck is the next one. Let's see, what's that say? You could get so much done with your own body weight. One doesn't need mad weights, just throwing your body everywhere. It's true. It's true. But whatever you believe in here will be true for you, right? So if you believe you can't get jacked without using weights, that's going to be the story for you because of your own belief. Hey, chicken on a biscuit, $5. Thanks, man. Appreciate the channel support. Says Jesse, you have to hear the song Some Cut. Let's see. By Tripville Sounds. Like your bar on the intro. Hey, thanks for the suggestion. I'll check it out. The analyst is still on the half squat game. Jesse, my upper calves are burning by the determined to stop looking like a man with flamingo legs. Heck yeah, man. Well, legs are the biggest muscles in your body. They develop pretty quickly. Just stay with it. Hey, King, thanks for the channel support. 99 cents, man. Appreciate you. Legs, man. Legs do develop pretty quickly. They do. They developed the quickest when I was doing 1,000 reps. 1,000 reps per workout. I think that number is just magical. You do 1,000 reps of anything, and your body doesn't have a choice whether to develop more muscles or not. You know what I mean? It just has to adapt to the workload. Hey, Dread. Dread Pirate K11 sent 5 memberships. Heck yeah, man. Thanks for the channel support. Let's see who got them. Welcome aboard. Martin got a membership. Let's see. Ton Steel Chomp got a membership. Heck yeah. Seabowl got a membership. And Michael got a membership. All gifted from Dread Pirate K11. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the channel support. Right? Hey, thank you, guys. Let's stay sucker free. You guys that are now members, you have access to all the previous live streams that have been archived. And you guys get an extra workout with me on Sunday. We have a cup of coffee together on Sunday, and then we do an extra workout. Heck yeah. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. King, that will be 10 on deck. Thank you guys for supporting this content. Usually on Sunday mornings, I like to do knee thrusts. Push-ups with knee thrusts off an elevated surface. That's just my go-to. Because I'm usually fasting on the weekends. 5 on deck is the next one. Ton Steel Chomp says, I'm so happy, John. Ha ha. Yeah, welcome aboard, guys. Hey, thanks, man. Ethan Berno. What's up, Ethan? Appreciate the support. $1.99 says, you're the best, man. Do I ever take rest days? No, I don't rest. I work out every day. Yep. My resting period is actually working out just once a day instead of twice. That's how I rest. I just work out once a day instead of twice. Jack, this is 10 on deck. And this is actually our last card of the deck. So let's do that. And then I'm going to grab one more card and we're going to guess what it is. I'll just shuffle it and pull a card out. You guys can guess. 10 on deck. So we completed that progression in 30 minutes exactly, right? Pretty close. Boom, 30 minutes right there. So that's yeah, welcome to the chat. No, we do legs too. Absolutely. You don't know because you're new, right? Absolutely. Hey guys, so let's pull a card and you guys could let me know what it is. I like to do that at the end. It's fun. Campbell guesses a 9. Allison an 8. Ogawa's a 4. Tank Will a 6 of diamonds. Very specific. Let's see. Heaven. 8. You guys ready? It's a 2. A 2 it is. That's the last card. But you guys knew that. You guys are just pretending not to know. And that's the truth. I don't know why we play such games, right? I get that a lot. A lot of people ask me things that they already know the answer to. You know, they truly do. But you ask me anyways. Like, and you pretend like you don't know the answer. You know the answer. We're going to get into our inverted rows. I mean, our mobility. What's my waist size? It's always been 30, 32 or 33. Something like that. I'm probably a 32 right now. I would have to. That'd be my guess. I wear a belt with everything, so. Hold on. Dog's barking. I gotta go check on it. It's all good. It's all good. All right, we're going to do some rubber bands. All right, guys, if you don't know, I have these sucker-free rubber bands, and they are available internationally. Now, Lori had taken the time to get it all set up. We're ready to go. We're going to do a 5-minute duration on the left and right. Yeah, it took her honestly like all day long to figure out the shipping on these rubber bands. She honestly put like 8 hours in trying to make it work, but it works. So if you guys are in need of a rubber band, I got you. Check out my sucker-free store. And I'll send them out the same day you order them. I'll do my best to do that. Usually I can make that happen. Ex-military? No, I'm not. But I was locked up with a lot of guys that were ex-military. Yep, they worked out just like everybody else. Trying to stay sucker-free. You know? Working out will do that. It'll clear the head. Have you got any tricks for real bad elbow pain, inflammation, brother? Oh, absolutely. I'm like a connoisseur in elbow pain. I know all the tips and tricks on alleviating the inflammation. Boy, where to start? Well, right off the bat, the number one thing that will alleviate it for me is a topical castor oil. You just put topical castor oil on it and it absorbs right through the skin. And it's like, boom, gone. I'll also take Epsom salt bath. An Epsom salt bath is great. Ice bath as well. Works wonders for inflammation. But when I got electrocuted by the power lines, what I found that worked best for me on inflammation was fasting and grounding. By not eating for a 3-day period, a 72-hour fast, it knocked all the inflammation out of my body. And because of that, learning that trick, that's why it's part of the reason why I fast all the time, because it combats the inflammation. Heating pad, do not use a heating pad. The thing is, the inflammation you have is right now, you have these nerves in your back like this. And more than likely, you're standing with a slouched shoulder. Your shoulders are rolled forward somewhat, right? Yeah, they are. Anyways, because of that, you're getting this rubbing sensation on your nerves, right? Your nerves are rubbing back here, and it's kind of like an Indian burn kind of rub. And that's where you're getting your issue from. More than likely. So the topical castor oil, that's always my go-to. Take an Epsom salt bath. If you can take a cold shower, man, you're icing that area and dropping the inflammation. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? Just started my day in Nottingham, England with 50 NS burpees. Going to try calisthenics Only for 1 month. Put the kettlebell down. Love the energy and positivity. Hey, heck yeah, man. Genius. One. Welcome to the chat. Tell you what, 30-day periods of this or that, I love it. Because it's like the body adapts in like a 30-day period. It's discouraging, then it adapts. Discouraging, then it adapts. You know what I mean? So if I start a new progression right now, like let's say if I was just to pick up weights, right? And this works vice versa. For you guys using weights every day, if you all of a sudden do push-ups, you know, it's muscle confusion. And it's you feel an amazing pump because it's not what your body is used to. Right? If you do something, anything that your body's not used to, you know, you get a pretty amazing pump. The elbow pain tips, thanks. You also, I mean, honestly, combating inflammation is like a multi-level scenario, right? You got to eat foods that are not going to cause inflammation right off the bat. And then you got to eat foods that are going to be anti-inflammatory. You know, I like a lot of turmeric. Turmeric's my thing. Also ginger. Ginger is awesome. Turmeric and ginger. If you guys don't know the benefits of turmeric and ginger, you need to get yourself familiar with it because it's the go-to pain relief. So let's get 5 minutes on the other shoulder. Now, you saw an orb fly behind me? Yeah, I got a house fly down here in my basement. It's been down here for 2 days, just bouncing from here to there. I gotta get this guy out of here. Gotta give him the eviction. There we go. Yeah, that's a good stretch, man. Dirty bulk. I think dirty bulk is just the average diet. That's what just the average human does. Oh, that's such a good stretch, man. I think dirty bulk is just an excuse to be lazy on your discipline and your eating habits. People think it's a thing. It's not. It's just an excuse for lack of discipline. Hold on. I almost had him. An excuse to binge eat. There you go. And there's plenty of guys looking for that excuse too. There's a lot of guys that are overtraining, right? Because they just don't want to dial in their eating habits. Taking supplements and stuff, thinking that'll work. It doesn't work. There's nothing you can do. You can't out train a poor diet, no matter how hard you go. And I know, all right. Let's see. Mike says if you fall into the junk food, it'll make you less likely to work out. You'll feel gross and sluggish. It's true. You know, if I eat a bag of potato chips, which I could do, and I've been known to do, right? I'll eat the whole bag. It's a single serving for me. But anyways, I will feel the oils go throughout my system, and I'll feel depressed. I'll actually feel depressed from the food that I ingested. The oils will make me feel actually lethargic and depressed. Now, on the other hand, if I have soy, if I eat too much soy, it'll make me feel panicky, because soy has been known to elevate estrogen levels, and when that happens, you feel kind of panicky. And I noticed that I'll feel these things from just the foods that I eat. It'll either make me feel depressed or panicky just by what I'm eating, the food choices. So you gotta attack the situation from all angles. Well, I wasn't conscious of this until I went into the prison system, because the food, it's all like boiled this and boiled that. There's no flavor, there's no salt. So it's very clean. A lot of it's not very good food for you. It's all like rice and vegetables, but it's boiled. It's terrible. Anyways, because of that diet, there was no other food I was getting. So I knew what my baseline was, right? And then if by chance I was able to go to get a bag of chips from the commissary or something, and then I'd introduce that into my system, I would feel depressed, right? 100%. So it was because of the diet that was so plain that I was able to come to that realization. To begin with, oh man, that felt great. My shoulders feel amazing. I need to start curling stuff. My biceps could be bigger. Yeah, I think biceps, triceps, forearms. Just when I look at myself, I'm like, boy, I wish I was bigger. That's how I see myself. I'm like, I could do better, right? That's all I think. I could do better. Slacking. Oh. Hold on, guys. I'm all sort of messed up. All right, so that's the work. That's the work for the day, guys. Answer a couple questions. All right, how you doing? Can you see all the food that he eats on my page? Right. Yeah. So everything I eat, I post. I take a picture of it and I put it on the Discord or my other YouTube page or my Instagram or on my Facebook. Right. So I just take a picture of what I eat and I put it on there. Sportsman says, what do you think about David Goggins? I don't know. He's pretty cool, right? He's pretty disciplined, right? Yeah, he's got that discipline. And in fact, I mean, there's a lot of guys that have that discipline, and there is. You guys just don't know it. They're out there. In prison, you would call him fried, right? Because his discipline is so intense. I know because fried recognizes fried. Yeah, I have the same kind of fried mentality. It is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's all a compliment. I'm in no way talking badly about him. It's all a compliment. You got to understand the mentality to understand what I'm saying. No, I haven't met him. I'm sure he's pretty cool. How could he not be, right? With discipline like that. So I like that you brought up David Goggins, right? Now that I said that there's a lot of them out there, he's not like a one-off guy, and neither am I. I'm not a one-off guy. There's lots of us with the same discipline out there. Hey, Caroline, thank you for the channel support. Appreciate it. Absolutely. What he represents and what I represent, what all these fitness guys represents, are what you can do too for yourself, right? We're not one-off guys. Nobody is. We're just representations of what you can do for yourself. What branch of military would you join? I have no idea, man. I ain't a fighter. I ain't trying to fight nobody. I'm trying to unite everybody. You know, I don't care where you're from. You know, I think we can all get along. Yeah. A lot of us are from around the world, and we all got the same common language, you know, doing push-ups. You know, if we were all locked up on the yard and we all couldn't speak the same language, you know what I mean? You know, just doing push-ups with other guys, man. It's a real thing, man. It's a real thing. Let's see. Cameron Haynes and David Goggins both inspired and motivated me. That's awesome, right? Be motivated, right? To do the same thing for yourself. That's what it's about. Do the same thing for yourself. All right? These guys are not idols. Shouldn't idol anybody, man. They're just regular dudes, who like to work out. Hey, greetings from Germany. What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, we got a worldwide community. It don't matter where we're from. We all like to do push-ups. You know what I mean? Yeah, stay sucker free, guys. Hey, I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do some more, I love to work out. More than likely, it's probably going to be, I'll probably just be doing more push-ups because I love push-ups so much. And I can do push-ups every day. It's either that or going to be pull-ups, one or the other. I don't know. I'll catch you guys later, 5 p.m. Peace. And if you guys got the time, I just wanted to tell you one more time. Lori got the shipping together for the international shippings. So if you guys need a sucker-free band, don't matter where you're at in the world, we can get it to you. Have a good one, guys. Peace.